All right, we're getting this one started as quickly as possible. And keep in mind, Cdew now not only has had practice leading up to this against the mages, he also has had practice in the tournament. And this is somebody that we've seen up on the BlizzCon main stage, being able to use different things on the fly that he's learning in the tournament. That's actually a huge push for someone with the experience that Cdew has. You know, you have tournament experience now to use as a tool for yourself. It's starting to get very serious here. We're getting into the very late stages of the tournament.
Here we go. Cdew focusing up immediately. Combat starts, hits him with an Earth Shock immediately. Starts hitting him, trying to stop that polymorph. He stunned him with the what was that, the bomb right there, and then All Seeing Eye. He got the polymorph out, even though he hit him with the Earth Shock. That's spell batching right there, boys. All Seeing Eye going into position. Cdew is not in a good place right now. All Seeing Eye is doing exactly what Zico was trying to do as well, getting in position and starting the kite right here. It's going to be very hard for Cdew to be able to reset and get back into the same position that he was at the beginning. So here we go. Cdew is trying to go after him. All Seeing Eye is just pumping frost bolts into him, doing a ton of damage. And Cdew isn't really taking that much damage at all. And he's moving in here, and he's doing already a lot of damage. Hit him with the crit, almost 400 damage with a Cone of Cold. That's a lot right there. We've got obviously totems going down, grounding totem going down, rooting Cdew, moving away again. He's obviously trying to outrange those totems, so he doesn't even have to worry about wasting his time with them. He blocked the chain lightning.
Yeah, the chain lightning is really where Chuck's going to do most of his damage. Yeah. And on top of that, we're going to have another reset with a poly. These polys are devastating. Cdew wasn't able to get the damage out because of the block. Now he's going to need to look for another chain lightning, and we know that All Seeing Eyes probably already snapped his lightning reflexes
right there. He just used his evocate right there. So he can't use that again, basically, for probably the entire rest of this duration of the duels. So then he's probably going to go for another polymorph as well. Now, All Seeing Eye almost has full health, and he almost has full mana. Cdew is at half mana. I don't know if that's going to be enough for All Seeing Eye to be able to secure a victory here, but we'll find out.
The question is whether or not
he gripped into him with oh my God, with the Netomatic, and then he blinked away. Okay, All Seeing Eye is definitely in a bad position here. As you guys can see, he just jumped away right there, and Cdew going back over to him right now. Here we go. Let's see it.
And the other thing to note is if we actually see a chain lightning getting off, let's say that we do see another ice block stolen away here, a sheep in the middle of the go is where we can see the All Seeing Eye potentially win. This could be the go where Chuck closes it out.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. And then hitting him with the lightning bolt already. Let's see. Healing with Lesser Healing Wave. All Seeing Eye, almost no mana. Let's see. Oh, he just used his mana gem right there. He's at about 40% mana. Cdew is trying to just heal himself up, doing whatever he can. And then right now, Cdew was able to pretty much full heal right there with the
well, also, another thing that we do need to know, he was able to get off a sheep here in the middle of the go, and then he was able to stomp the totem. He threw out just a Frostbolt, rank 1, get rid of that grounding totem. That means that Poly could come out again. This go has to be it. There. If Chuck can't win in this go, all of a sudden you really have to favor All Seeing Eye because he has all the reset potential. Looking for some lightning bolts, looking for a chain lightning, but the gap has been secured.
30 seconds on that route. All Seeing Eye is going to be able to almost for sure be able to fully reset this. Cdew might actually need to go over there on his mount at this point. So All Seeing Eye is sitting down. He's drinking. Now, again, he has already used his, He's already used his evocation. Everything else is pretty much all up. So they're pretty much going for a full reset now. All Seeing Eye at about half, maybe probably going to get the full mana, and Cdew at about the exact same place.
Well, you have to also look at All Seeing Eye and just talk about how ridiculously well this guy is playing because he's also Alliance. You expect him to not have as many duels against Shaman, and he knows exactly how to play this matchup better than some of the Horde that we've even seen thus far. And he's been able to really push Chuck into bad situations.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's also been dealing fantastically well with the groundings and getting sheeps not grounded.
Yeah, he's getting max range again. Now, obviously, he's going to try and polymorph him again just to get a full reset and be able to just completely go in on it. Now, he's going to start channeling Frostbolts. Now, All Seeing Eye doesn't have that much mana. That's something that I'm really kind of worried about. Is he going to run out of mana? So, obviously, Cdew dropped a grounding tome, was able to help him get a little bit closer. Cdew casting Lightning Bolts already on All Seeing Eye. This does not go to 500 crit without Lightning Bolt and an Earthshot crit on top of that. Dropping a grenade, hitting All Seeing Eye with the grenade. All Seeing Eye at 12 health, and that is it. Cdew finishes it off, the first match winning. That was out of nowhere.
But that's how a Shaman. That's his goal.
This is a win-win situation here. This is going to be a great match one way or another. All right, here we go. As soon as they're ready for the duel, we need to go ahead and get this going. All Seeing Eye putting up his Fire Ward, getting his mana back up, and it looks like we're about to get into this next duel. Again, this is best of 5. So All Seeing Eye and Cdew has 1. All Seeing Eye has 0. Okay, there's the dual flag go down. Here we go, boys. Let's do it.
All right, guys, we have seen Cdew manage to pull out the first victory in this series. It looked like he had fallen behind so many times. Again, look for just a completely explosive opener.
Okay, there we go. Obviously, already, and he's probably going to use Chain Lightning right there, doing as much damage as possible. All-Seeing Eye is trying to do as much as he can. Fake. There we go. 300 damage on that Chain Lightning, already dealing damage to All-Seeing Eye, trying to get him with that bomb right there, all the way at max range. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It did, but it didn't really matter because the Polymorph came out at the same time. Really not a very good position and not good timing for Cdew. And so, obviously, he's going to be down with that bomb, and All-Seeing Eye is going to move all the way back to evocate again and hopefully reset this duel in his favor.
One thing that we did hear early on from Chuck when he actually had his interview, he talks about those early polys being something that he wants to get rid of. He has a really good opener that time around. He actually is able to get a fake off. Then right after that fake, he has down his grounding totem. So we see him have a strong opener, but still, unlike what we saw in the previous matchup, we see All-Seeing Eye being able to create space and get a polymorph.
Well, they basically did an agreement of a full reset right there. So Cdew using a rank 1 lightning bolt to, I guess, keep All-Seeing Eye in combat, and now he's just doing damage to him right there. Another full duration polymorph. All-Seeing Eye doing that immediately, killing the grounding totem. Probably going to go in here for maybe a Frost Nova. Oh no, let's see, it's another polymorph. Okay, it's a 10-second polymorph. All-Seeing Eye seeing what's going to happen, and then another polymorph on top of that, just hitting him right there. Fighting in combat, All-Seeing Eye getting extremely aggressive right here. This is what we saw originally with this guy, and let's see if that confidence is going to pay off.
All right.
Okay,
we already saw how explosive the Shaman's damage can be, and he closes a little bit of space. Cdew, though, for a second, has to back off the aggression, looking for some healing, but the Chain Lightning just went He's going to be able to take him down. There it is. Match point for Cdew.
What? Wow.
Front of your face is a work of art. Like
let's
the manly Mona Lisa.
The duel is out. Let's make it happen. All right, is All-Seeing Eye going to make a reverse sweep or not? Let's find out. All Cdew has to do is win one of the next 3 games, and then he moves on to the semifinals.
Well, he goes to play against Venruki, a friend, a teammate, and the person that he actually played and sent him to 3rd place in the last tournament. We know that the big respect needs to come around these Chain Lightnings. Expect Cdew to actually try to bait out a kick here. Expect him to try to fake, and also he wants to try to get that ice block nice and early.
Oh, that grenade with the lightning bolt right there, trying to line of sight the lightning bolt. I'm not sure if that really was going to work. All-Seeing Eye already at half health, and then casting another lightning bolt, just doing as much damage as possible. A 500 crit. All-Seeing Eye is going to have to reset right now. He has to reset right now. And this is going to be a full polymorph, so it will be absolutely, completely possible.
You see there, Chuck says, HE double hockey sticks, man, because if he doesn't end up in the sheep, it's completely over. And he tried to actually get away from that situation of the sheep. The sheep is pretty much the bane of Thrall's existence here.
And then we see another polymorph leading up. All-Seeing Eye still not really that much mana, but again, he does have Evocate back up again. All-Seeing Eye starting this fight out with minus about 500 health. That's obviously not going to be helping him a whole lot, but he's pretty confident in going back into it. So here we go, doing 2 rank 1 frost bolts, and then Cdew starts casting Chain Lightning again, interrupts him, gives him a counter spell. Cdew's moving away, so obviously he has to move forward. Grounding Totem is out. He's killing Grounding Totem immediately. Cdew's using First Aid, and then back to casting Lightning Bolts. He's trying to outrange the Lightning Bolts, which is a good idea, but it still did get the first one off. All-Seeing Eye already at half health, and the Chain Lightning goes off, and the bomb goes off, and the polymorph goes off. This seems like deja vu to me. Let's see what's going to happen. All-Seeing Eye goes to immediately kill the Grounding Totem. He's going to sit down and probably drink. Now, he is going to be a little bit low on mana on this, so we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, he's already got 5 seconds left. There's no way All-Seeing Eye is going to be able to fully regen his health here. That's the big problem here. So he's going back into combat. He's going back into combat here. Okay, here we go. There's only a few hits that Cdew even needs to make here. This is not good, and that is over. It is a 3-0 sweep from Cdew going into the semifinals.
I am a little bit curious why he said exclamation mark okay, but let's hear what Cdew has to say. Oh, Inception. Cdew, you're pretty cool. Cdew, you're pretty cool.
Wow, this looks like one of my my streams.